Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to do a little Q&A. I feel like that's a good way to start off this whole YouTube thing so you guys can kind of learn some stuff about me and we can be friends. So I have some questions here on my phone that I'm going to be answering, and without further ado, we're just going to get right into it. So the first question is, what is your favorite color? My favorite color is anything rose gold. And I really like a gray marble. Like the combination of those two colors are just my whole aesthetic. So yeah, rose gold is probably my favorite color though. What is your favorite drink? So I drink a lot of water. Like most of the time I'm just drinking water, but occasionally I do like soda or coffee. So yeah, I would probably say besides water, coffee is probably my favorite drink. What is good about how you are living your life right now? A lot of things I think are good about how I'm living my life. I really like where I'm at in my life right now. Everything's just kind of really great, and I don't think it's because of any certain thing. Like, I don't need like a person or $1 million to have a good life. Like, I've just been living such a good lifestyle and developing good habits and cutting out all the negative things that were in my life before. So I think a combination of those things are what's making my life so good right now. But yeah, we're just out here living our best life. So how many countries have you been to? Sadly, I've never been outside of the United States, but I would like to travel to other countries someday. That's one of my goals, is to like travel and yeah, do stuff. So yeah, I've never been out of the country yet, but I don't even have a passport. But yeah, I would like to go to some other countries and go on trips and stuff someday in the future. So yeah. What is your most embarrassing moment? I have a lot of embarrassing moments. I embarrass myself almost every single day. But probably one of the biggest embarrassing moments was a couple years ago. I was in a play and I had to wear this wig. I'll insert a picture here. Yeah, so I had to wear that wig, and on opening night, at the end, where like everyone was taking our bows and everything, my wig fell off, and I was wearing a wig cap underneath, so I probably looked bald. But yeah, at the time it was really embarrassing, but now I just laugh about it. Are you a good cook? I would say yes. I would consider myself a good cook. I'd probably ask like people who have eaten things that I've made, but yeah, I really like to cook and bake, and I've only had a few accidents, but other than that, yeah, I would say I am pretty good at cooking. This is a really good question. If you had more courage, what would you do differently in your life now? If you had more courage. Let's see, what would I do differently? I think if I had more courage and if I was braver, I would be more outspoken. Like right now, I try to avoid like talking about things or bringing up things that might cause controversy or things like that, because I don't like people getting upset, and yeah, I just don't like all that. But I think if I had more courage, I would be a little less afraid to speak out and stuff like that. So yeah, that's probably what I would do differently, is I would just be more outspoken about some things that I don't really talk about now. But yeah. What inspires you? There are so many things that inspire me. I like to listen to really upbeat and positive music because that always puts me in a good mood, which always inspires me to, you know, be my best self and stuff. But as far as people, I think I mentioned this in my last blog post, but Ava Gutowski, I think that's how you pronounce her last name. But yeah, if you don't know who she is, she's another YouTuber. I'll link her channel down below. But yeah, she was one of the people who actually inspired me to start my own channel because I just love her content so much. On her channel, she makes like really cinematic videos and stuff of trips she's been on, and I just think that's so inspiring because in all of her videos, she always focuses on like the little things in life and just makes you appreciate those things. But yeah, she really inspires me. Yeah, positive people, and positive music, and anything positive. I believe positivity attracts positivity, so that's something that inspires me is, just positive people and positive influences, I think, are what I try to surround myself with and inspire me. So, are you high maintenance? Yes. Yes, I am. That's the answer. And anyone who knows me will tell you the same thing. But yeah, I don't know what they mean by high maintenance, but yes, I would consider myself high maintenance. Do you believe in love at first sight? I would say yes and no. Me personally, I don't think that would ever happen to me because I like to really get to know a person before I can say I love them. I think for me, love just comes like with time and getting to know a person. But for other people, it may be different. Like if you met your husband and you fell in love the first time you met them, then good for you. But me personally, I think I would need more time to fall in love, not just at first sight. So, yes. How old were you when you found out that Santa wasn't real? I was probably, 9 or 10, I think. And what happened was, I was at my best friend's house at the time, and it was around Christmas time, and she said something like, I know where my mom hides all the Christmas presents. And I was just like, what? But that's Santa. That's Santa. And yeah, so that's kind of how I found out that Santa wasn't real. So it ruined my whole childhood. But I don't know, like, what's the age when you learn that Santa isn't real? Like, is there a certain age where, like, you stop believing in Santa? I don't know. Let me know if you know. What has been the hardest thing for you to face or learn? When I was growing up, when I was like 13 or 14, and like during that age, you're kind of like going through a phase where you're transitioning from a kid to an adult, and I had a really hard time during that period in my life. And I think one of the things was when I was 14, I think, I posted something online and I got a lot of hate from it, from my friends back then. And I was really upset about it. And I think at that time I just kind of realized, like, people aren't always going to agree with you or have the same opinions as you and stuff like that. So I think that was kind of really hard to learn, and I think it's something kids these days deal with a lot, especially with all the social media and people online. I think people have more courage then because they can just hide behind a screen and think they can say whatever they want, and they don't really care about hurting other people's feelings. But yeah, I think that was hard for me, at least, to learn, and I think it's getting worse every year. Like cyberbullying is a huge issue these days, and yeah, I know that was just something that was really hard for me, but I think what I learned from it and what other people can learn from it is that when you're growing up, you really have to figure out like who you are and what your beliefs are and stick to those beliefs, so that when you are tested by other people, you can stand firm in what you believe and not try to change for anyone else, just because they have different opinions than you. And everyone obviously is different when it comes to things like that. So I think you just really need to know who you are and not let other people try to change you or change what you believe in. On a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the highest and 1 being the lowest, rate your driving skills. So I would consider myself a pretty good driver. People who have ridden with me might say otherwise about that, but I would consider myself to be a pretty good driver, probably like a 7 or an 8. I've only had my license for a year now, and people have told me that you get better the longer you've been doing it. So, what did you want to be when you grew up? So when I was younger, I wanted to be a lot of things that I don't want to be anymore. I know I wanted to be a teacher, a school bus driver. If you didn't already know, I'm homeschooled, but I did go to school. I went to elementary school through 1st grade, and I rode the bus every day, so I just thought that was like the coolest thing ever. So I wanted to be a school bus driver. But yeah, and then I wanted to be a veterinarian, and for the longest time, I wanted to be a dog trainer. Like, I think this was in like 4th grade, and I was obsessed with like dogs and dog training and anything to do with dogs, even though I didn't have a dog, and I still don't have a dog, but I want a dog. But yeah, I really thought that was gonna be my career as a dog trainer, and I still do like love dogs and stuff, but I don't want to be a dog trainer anymore. But yeah, those are just a few of the things. I wanted to be a lot of things when I was younger. Can you dance? I'm just gonna insert some footage here, and I'll let you guys be the judge of that. If you could choose only one, would you rather go to Paris or London? That's hard because I want to go to both, but I think I would go to Paris. Like, Paris would be my first choice because I've always wanted to go there my whole life. But like I said earlier, I don't have a passport and I've never been out of the United States. But yeah, I would really love to go to Paris. I just love the art, and everything there just fits my whole aesthetic. So yeah, I would really like to go to Paris. But London is also pretty up there on my list of places I want to go. But yeah, I would probably pick Paris first though. Would you rather be a genius or be wealthy? I would probably take the brains, because I think that money doesn't matter in life that much. Like, obviously it does. You need money to be alive, but I think money is one of those things, like, once you get to a certain point of rich, like, what do you do with all the money? Like, after you buy, like, all the clothes and shoes and stuff that you want, like, what do you do with the leftovers? Like, you just have, like, money sitting around everywhere, or what? But I've always wondered that about celebrities, is what do you do with, when you're so rich, what do you do with all the leftover money that you have? But yeah, I think being wise, I think you can always use wisdom. Like, no matter where you are in your life, you can always use wisdom. So I think it would be better to be smart than have a lot of money. But yeah, and I think that wraps up this Q&A. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you learned some stuff about me that you didn't know before. So if you liked it, give it a big thumbs up, and let me know in the comments down below what other kind of videos you'd like to see from me. I'm so excited to start this channel, and I have some really cool stuff planned that I want to do for you guys. So let me know what you'd like to see, and yeah, I think that's it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next video.